the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I
All right. We are back. What up, ladies and gentlemen? Y'all hit that like button on your way in the building. Breaking news: Jordan Love and Tua Tagovailoa's contract situation. Gonna give you the latest on both situations and more, what each of them means to each other. Make sure you punch that like button. Shout out to JD the Great, Dolphinier, Lewis Too Lit is back. Flipside Fishing in the house. Moonlight, Ebrion, Umbreon. Okay, Moonlight, Umbreon. All right. Dolphinier, I see y'all in here, man. Y'all hit that like button on your way in the building. Let your friends and family members know about the channel. Yeah, we back to back with a stream. We're going to be talking about these contract situations because training camp is coming and we're going to dive into it. Before we do, make sure you punch that like button. Let your friends and family members know that we are live as well. All right. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Last stream, we got like 5 new subs. Salute to the new subs. Appreciate you guys joining the stream. Listen, 2 streams on my birthday, TD. Thank you, sir. IMAX, happy birthday to you. Enjoy your day. Have a blessed day, brother. Glad you're here with us. Again, I'm raising funds for training camp. I'm going to keep that clear with y'all and be transparent. Anybody want to donate to the training camp fund, hit your boy up in the Cash App, $tdphinstalk. All right? $tdphinstalk. tdphinstalk. All right? Your boy don't never ask for money on this channel, but if you're going to sit here and donate to me anyway, hit it up in the Cash App so YouTube don't take all the cash. All right? I'd rather Cash App so I can actually use more of your hard-earned money that you send as support to this channel. All right. All right. So let's get into it. We ain't gonna be too long, but I gotta start with the most important piece of all of this. Y'all stop coming for me, talking about we not paying Tua. Bro, you're wrong. You're delusional. Stop. And you ain't gotta stop. I'm just saying, trust me. They paying the man. Like this notion that they're not gonna pay him. He's gonna be forced to play in his 5th year. This is all mystery. What's the word I want to use? Suspense. He's getting paid, and some of y'all mad at me for saying that. I don't want him to get paid right now. I want to pay a proven guy, but he getting paid. So please stop beating me up because I'm just letting y'all know the man is gonna get paid. Okay. That's why I keep telling these Tuaneers, every report come out that seem like we ain't close and they get all sad and get in a little cocoon and like, it's okay. He getting paid. He's going to get paid. Okay? It's just a matter of when and how much and all that is irrelevant because he's going to agree to something and whatever it is, we got him. Okay? Calm down. And those who mad at me for believing this, I've been telling y'all this for 5 months now. I have zero reason to believe that the Miami Dolphins are going to make a wise decision. Therefore, they're going to pay him. The wise decision is to make him play on his 5th year option so you can answer all the questions that you may have any reservations about. And for those saying that he's already answered all the questions, you're lying. That's a lie. So I have zero faith that this organization is going to make the wise decision. Therefore, they're going to pay him. Okay? All right. Now, Jordan Love, his agent, not Jordan Love, but his agent. So we know it's official. Say Jordan Love ain't playing in training camp. He's sitting out, whatever you want to call it. He ain't playing in training camp until his guy get a contract. And Adam Schefter just went on Pat McAfee show and basically said that the Packers are closer with Jordan Love to a contract than the Dolphins are with Tua. They paying him though, y'all. Okay. Yes. Okay, you're done. They're paying him though. Okay. So Jordan Love is going to sit out. Let's get the deal done. And when we get the deal done, I'll come lead the troops. So they working rigorously. They working hard. They going to get something done. Greer and Tua and his camp, they trying to work something out, but a lot of people are speculating it's all about the guaranteed money right now. It's all about the guaranteed money. I told y'all. Hands down, franchise quarterbacks, no questions asked, no doubt about them, none whatsoever. They get 3.5 or more years of guaranteed money. They get 3.5 or more years of guaranteed money. Quarterbacks you like, but they ain't all that. They get 2.5 to 3 years of guaranteed money. Quarterbacks you don't believe in, they just give you 2 years of guaranteed money or less. Right now, the Dolphins got Tua in that we like you, but we don't know. They got him in that 2.5 to 3 years of guarantees. So on a $50 million quarterback per year, let's just hypothetically say it's 55, whatever, right? Right now, they're having discussions, and they're probably telling Tua, we want to give you like $140-something million guaranteed. And Tua's agent saying, no, my client wants 170, 180 guaranteed. And that's the sticking point. Do we got to be locked in for 3 years or 4 years? That's the sticking point. Because if you get hurt again or you bomb out, if we got 3 years of guarantees, we only need you for 2 years and then we can eat some cap. If we got you for 4 years guarantee, we only need you for 3 years and then we can eat some cap. So the Dolphins want to be able to pivot off of Tua after 2 years if it doesn't go right. That's about 3 years worth of guaranteed money because they don't care about the last little bit. They'll just spread it out and eat it, even if he's gone. But you're stuck with a guy for at least 2 years, if not. So, but Tua's camp is like, no, we need you to be stuck with our guy for at least 3 years and have 4 years worth of guarantees. That's what it be coming down to. That's what it be coming down to. Shout out to Scant Dollar with the donation. Appreciate your homie. Said TD, I agree. He will get paid. But these negotiations prove Tua's seat not as solid as they want to portray around here. No, man, listen. It's never been the question. Don't get me wrong. When they pay him, they can be like, oh, take that, see that. That's fine. Everybody knows. Like, at what point do we just be honest and say, Tua's not an elite quarterback. They don't believe he ever will be, but he's a good quarterback. Like, why is it so hard for us to just accept Tua's a good quarterback? You know what? Tua's a good quarterback. No, Tua's a good quarterback. You see the difference? There's a difference between Tua is a good quarterback and Tua a good quarterback. Because that's what Tua is. He's a good quarterback. He belongs to be starting on one of the 32 teams for at least 8 to 9 years in the league before you start shipping him as a backup. He could hold you down. It's just a matter of, are you going to franchise him and lock him in, or are you going to allow him to be a journeyman at some point? And the Dolphins are content. I believe they're going to lock him in. And when it's all said and done, unless he wins a Super Bowl, he's going to become a journeyman, but it's going to take him about 7-8 years before he starts that journeyman route. That's how it works. Baker Mayfield. Browns were stuck with that same situation. Lucky for the Browns, they made him play it out and they found out and they moved off. The Browns got to look at that last year and say, nah. Will the Dolphins do the same? I don't believe so. Look at Ryan Tannehill. 4, 5, 6, 7 years with Miami, showed improvement in the first 5, and then 6 and 7 riddled with injuries and up and downness. Good quarterback, just not elite. Goes to Tennessee, gets a good O-line, good running back, good receiver. Next thing you know, he putting up numbers to put him at the top of the NFL at the quarterback position. Highest quarterback rating in several years at like 118. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in almost every major statistical category outside of yards. And then when the team had less around him, the whole line started breaking down. You trade away the receiver, and he goes back to Tannehill. And now he's looking for a job, which he'll get one in a couple of weeks. And now he starts his journeyman ride. And he can come in and flash for some teams here and there and make some plays. Or if a starter get hurt, he come in and play, and all of a sudden he riding with the team, they doing well, but it's still a journeyman. Because you have never seen anything outside of his arm in his career that makes him special. Just like Tua Tagovailoa. You haven't seen anything that makes him special outside of making some pretty accurate throws. Like, for y'all who don't know what made Tannehill special in Tennessee, why he was fitting so well with that team, because he was actually one of the most accurate quarterbacks with them, threading needles, putting the ball, like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never seen this with the Dolphins, what I saw with Tennessee, his ball placement. And remember, I was a Tannehill fan. I watched every game when he went to Tennessee. His ball placement was ridiculous in them first 2 years. Like, you just see everything going like this over defenders. Like, it was insane. You would think he on his way to be the GOAT, the way some of the passes were. But at the end of the day, accuracy alone isn't going to carry you. When the rubber meets the road, when the pressure start breaking down on that old line, when they putting heat on you, when they taking away that first read and all that stuff, is there anything you have in your tool belt that can help you get through it? And players like Tua and Tannehill, they great at what they great at and don't have nothing more to help them break through. That's the problem. Your flaws will always rear their ugly head because every team is not going to allow you to play in your strengths. Any team that allows him to play in his strengths, allow wide receivers to get free releases. Like, think about it. Any team that allows the Dolphins to get free releases at the line of scrimmage for the receivers that send no pressure simultaneously with it, we are going to eat them apart. Every year I go to training camp, it's starting to get repetitive. I go to training camp, I see Tua tearing up the zone and struggling in a lot of the man stuff. Man press, that is. And I'm very specific with that, ladies and gentlemen. It's not that he struggles against man coverage. He struggles against man press coverage when you're putting your hand on a receiver, disrupting the timing of the play. And now he has to be able to calculate distance, how much you put on the ball, and everything real time. See, if I practice every day, hike 1, 2, 3, bam, hike 1, 2, 3, bam, just same spot every day, and my receiver's there, it's gonna be a thing of beauty. But if I get in a real game and they done bump my receiver, hike 1, 2, 3, oh, where were you? Or pick, or oh, you're not there yet. Now we're in trouble. Now we're in trouble. Now we can't calculate. We can't hike 1, 2, 3. Oh, it ain't there. I need to readjust to here now. We can't do that. That's what I call anticipation. That's real anticipation. People, for some reason, don't understand what anticipation actually is. Spot throwing ain't anticipation. That's like guessing and hoping. Hey, we practice this hike 1, 2, 3, that spot. 1, 2, 3, that spot. What happens when they push him on the ground? He get up and he a half a second late, and you see it. Oh, he ain't gonna be in that spot. It's a recalculation. How good at you at your recalculation? That's real anticipation. Oh, he's delayed, and the linebacker creeping up. Let me put it right over because that's where he'll end up. That's anticipation. We'll never get that. We'll never get that. We never get that. They're going to pay him. And let me tell y'all something. If Chris Greer can get away with paying Tua and the guaranteed money is not over $150 million, and there are qualifiers. See, don't forget, the contract might be like, oh, $200 million guaranteed, and then 142 fully guaranteed, like Trevor Lawrence. I ain't got no problem with that. I ain't got no problem with that. Oh, Tua got $200 million guaranteed. No, he didn't. If he sucked this year, he ain't never seeing that 200. The most he gonna see is the 142, and we can get out of that contract in 2 years. We can get out of that contract in 2 years. Only thing that matters on these contracts are fully guarantees. And the problem is, Tua's team don't want to take a Trevor Lawrence deal right now. So we'll see when the deal does come. Is it like Trevor's or is it like Burrow's? Is it like Trevor's or is it like Watson's? That's what's going to matter. If we can get a Trevor Lawrence deal, y'all ignore that 55 crap. Stop worrying about that 55 number. If you can get a Trevor deal, I'm good with it because the guarantee is 142, which is, if you think of 55, that's about 2.5 years worth of guarantees. And if you ball out, now we'll start seeing the more guarantees because the contract will say, if you're on the roster in 2027, another 30 million becomes guaranteed. If you're on the roster in 2028, another 30 million becomes guaranteed, getting you up to the 200. And that's fine. I'm all for the Trevor Lawrence deal. Everybody can be like, two of the highest paid, 56 a year. I don't care about that. Just show me what the fully guaranteed number is. Fully guaranteed number is going to tell me how long does he have to be listed on the roster just in case he ain't no good after this. That's all that matters to me. So now it'll be a group of people celebrating like he the highest paid in the league. The only way he'll actually be the highest paid in the league is if he play like it. Because otherwise, he'll never get to those high numbers. All of it's fake. All of it's a sham. Only thing you need to look at is not the guaranteed money, the fully guaranteed money. So if you 55 a year and you 142 fully guaranteed, technically that's only 2.5 years worth. And a large part of it going to be in the signing bonus, which is spread out anyway. So you play bad, we could get off of it in 2 years. We're going to eat some cap for the remaining 4 years or whatever on the contract. Because remember, it'll be a 5-year possible extension. Plus the 5th-year option makes it technically a whole entirety of 6 years. So he don't play good this year. We only stuck in next year with him. And if you don't play good then, you could move on and spread out the remainder of the dead cap. It'll still be a pretty big number, but you could spread it out in 4 years and not really be fazed by it. Now, again, if the fully guarantees get over 160, 180, now you're locked in for 3 years, no questions asked. And that's what the argument is about. I bet Chris Greer is like, I'll give you the Trevor deal. Here it is. And his agent's like, nah, man. Trevor got his after year 3, which makes the team be able to spread it better. It hurts the Dolphins more, but at the same token, that Trevor guaranteed money ain't good. It's just not good. Jordan Love is about to get his bag, which is deserved. Jordan Love has won a playoff game without great weapons around him. He has proven that he has a little bit of carry ability in him. Now, I know some people will say, oh, he only played half of the season good. Stop lying. It was about 12 games. It's about 66% of the season. And don't forget what he did it with. The man went like 10 games straight and didn't throw, I don't think he threw an interception. Led his team to the playoffs and balled out in it. Had a second playoff game, played very well, crushed the team at the end, but you could expect that from a young guy. He has showed carry ability. So everybody online saying it's funny how Trevor's getting all this love, but nobody's giving his love to Tua. Because Trevor has showed, not Trevor, but Jordan Love has showed in a less amount of time that he can carry a little bit. He ain't showed that he could carry like Mahomes and them, but he showed carrying traits. The man ain't had a number 1 receiver last year that was healthy. O-line wasn't great. Still did his thing. Did not allow that to be an excuse like we always make. And anytime they lost, he typically didn't contribute to the loss. And I know some people say, yeah, but Jordan Love had the benefit of sitting behind Aaron Rodgers for 2 years. Y'all got to stop. You either have it or you don't. You either have it or you don't. Who CJ Stroud had the benefit of sitting behind? See, let me tell y'all what y'all would have did. If CJ Stroud sat behind Aaron Rodgers for 2 years, and then CJ Stroud had a season like he did last year, y'all be saying the same thing. He had the benefit of sitting behind Aaron Rodgers for 2 years. You either have it or you don't. Well, Mahomes sat behind Alex Smith. Yeah, I believe Patrick Mahomes, even if he didn't sit behind Alex Smith, would have been just fine. He wasn't ready. Yeah, if Aaron Rodgers was in Houston, y'all would be talking about CJ Stroud wasn't ready his first 2 years. He had to develop to this. Y'all just always throwing out these things and you have no idea. All QBs contribute to the loss if team does not win. That's not true, Glenn. That's not true at all. It's not true at all. You're going to get mad at me for this one. Herbert rarely contributes to the loss. You know this narrative of throwing these picks? Go look it up. The man actually has less picks than most of the great quarterbacks in the league. They just say that because if he on national television and he throw one, oh, look, they amplify his issues. But what I see is a guy who put up 28 points a game and the defense give up 31 a game. That's what I see. So contributing to the loss? Nah, has he contributed to a loss? Every quarterback has. But at the rate every single loss Tua got, he contributed to. And it ain't a loss to a guy he ain't add to it. There ain't a loss to a guy that he ain't add to. That's the point I'm making. Can I find games of Herbert helping his team lose? Yes. But Tua ain't got a game we lost that he ain't contribute to. He ain't. And that's the difference. I know a lot of y'all love that all or nothing approach, but I'm sorry. No, there's levels to it. We're not saying that no quarterback contributes to any losses. We're not saying that at all. But I'm sorry. Can Tua put 28 up in the loss? We'd appreciate it. That would be lovely. Or a bad pass or something. QB always contributes to loss. I've never seen a QB with a perfect rating lose. See, Glenn, you got to stop with this all or nothing approach. We're not saying you missed a throw or 2 or 3. Nothing's wrong with that. We're talking about contributing to the loss. Egregious contribution. You miss 3 throws a game, fine. But what I'm talking about with contributing to a loss, you missed 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. You had 2 turnovers. You had a turnover and a fumble. What were you thinking right there? That's what I'm talking. See, we're not going to do this all or nothing approach. I just said every quarterback make mistakes in every game. Every quarterback does. You think I'm going to sit here and come down on Jared Goff for losing to the 49ers? That's a doggone almost flawless game. He didn't contribute to the loss. You think I'm going to trip on Purdy against the Chiefs? Almost a flawless game. He didn't contribute to the loss. I'm not talking about the almost flawless games. The almost flawless games, I know you cannot do that. Let's keep it a buck here. Glenn, you know the difference. You know what I'm talking about. Do we need to go to the Chiefs game and look at 14 mistakes? There's a difference between 3 mistakes and 14 mistakes. That's the difference in contributing to a loss. We don't have to get into the semantics just to make a point here. I think y'all know what I'm saying here. We're not talking about the 2 or 3 plays that everybody makes. We're talking about this egregious crap. Both times we played the Chiefs, there was some egregious mistakes made by the quarterback. When we played Baltimore, egregious amount of mistakes. When we played Dallas and won, there was an egregious amount of mistakes, but thankfully we won. Because you can also not contribute to a win. Take Tannehill, for instance, in Tennessee, his first year, when they won both playoff games. He didn't contribute to them wins. Not one bit. Throwing for 82 yards. He didn't contribute to the win. So come on, man. We all know what I'm saying. Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. You know the difference of what I'm saying. That's like going with the full literal term of it to not make it as bad. I'm sorry. Tua contributed to his losses, as in he was a major driver in why we lost. A guy missing a throw 2 or 3 ain't a major driver of why you lose in a game. Every player on the field make 2 or 3 mistakes every game. It's when you pass that threshold, now you're contributing in the loss. You know why? Because the opposing team, everybody's still making 2 or 3 mistakes. Tua doesn't try enough to me. The regular season game versus Chiefs that nobody talk about. Show the clip, TD. Man, I'm tired of showing that clip. It's massively embarrassing. I'm trying to. I'm showing that clip. So Deshaun Watson is on his journey, man, arc to, according to TD, foolish logic. Thanks, Kurt Warner. Deshaun Watson, if he don't prove himself and they end up cutting him, he gonna be on his journey. He gonna be a journeyman. Yeah. You see how that works? You act like it's an issue for me to say that. Yes, if he don't tighten it up this year, he's gonna be on his journeyman. And if he continue playing like this, he might not even be that. Might not even be that. So, yes. It all applies. I don't change it because it's Deshaun Watson. Same thing applies. He got a big deal. He got to show up for it. If he doesn't, it was their dumb self giving him a fully guaranteed contract. That was on them. But yeah, he's going to be a journeyman if he don't turn it around this year. But at least we seen him at his peak. We seen the things that he can do. He has carry ability if he get back to his peak. That's why you look at a guy like Deshaun Watson and say, you give him an opportunity because you saw him carry Houston. You saw the things he was doing. You saw him extending plays when nothing was there. You saw him making something out of nothing. Now, can he maintain that? That's up to him. If he gets back to it, he gonna be trouble in this league. If he don't get back to it, boom, back in the line. But yeah, you give him an opportunity to because you've seen it. We ain't never seen it with Tua. We just saw some accurate passing. We ain't never seen the carry ability. So yeah, he don't show up. He toast too. He toast too. So in both trades, Texans won with Miami and Cleveland trade. We don't know. Well, we know they won in the Miami trade. There ain't no question about that. But the Texans won once again. We don't know. And let's be honest here. It ain't like the Texans wanted to trade him. He requested the trade well before all this stuff even came out. Then they were forced to. So this is his last straw this year. It ain't his last straw. He got at least 2 years in Cleveland this year and next year if he don't play well. But for opinion-wise of who he is as a player, this is it this year. This is it. And Deshaun Watson, a lot of people don't talk about this too. Before he got hurt last year, they always want to give Tua credit in every win. But if you're going to keep that same energy, he was 5-1 before he got hurt and left. Last year, Deshaun Watson was 5-1. Loaded team around him. He didn't do much contributing to those wins. He didn't hurt him either as much. He was just. He was like mid. Didn't help much, but didn't hurt much. But he was 5-1. We don't talk about that. Last year, Cleveland Browns under Deshaun Watson was 5-1. Just saying. And yes, he beat the Ravens. And now don't get me wrong, too. He was playing with a beat-up shoulder the whole time. Beat the Ravens with that beat-up shoulder. Now, the defense led the way, in my opinion, but he did enough against the Ravens, too. Both teams got a great defense. He did more. He was more impactful than Lamar. Ravens last year ran like 50 plays straight without a single positive play from our defense. Yeah. But here's the deal, though. Ravens got a great defense, too. The Browns' offense with Deshaun Watson was able to break through more than Lamar could break through. So saying that, hey, the Browns' defense was that good, though, you can't discount how good the Ravens' defense was. Dolphin fans should know out of anybody. We should know better than anybody. And he was doing it on a busted shoulder, which he shouldn't have even been playing on until they realized what the real issue was, and then they had to sit him down. He should have never even been playing. So we'll see. We shall see. It'll be interesting. Do we play the Browns this year? I don't remember. I don't think so, but I be wrong all the time on schedule. So let me check. I hope not. All right, do we play the Browns? No, we don't have the Browns this year. Oh, yeah, we do. Dang, they're at the bottom. Second to last. End of the year. That's why I'm telling y'all. The end of the season is ridiculous for the Dolphins. The last 6 weeks, I wouldn't even feel good if we were 10-1. Wouldn't even feel good if we were 10-1. Bro, we 10-1. Stop tripping. I don't care. We were 10-1. Them last 6 weeks ain't no joke. You got Green Bay in Green Bay at night, November 28th, when it's cold as crap, around after Thanksgiving time. It's cold as can be. At night, cold too. Sun is gone, cold. In Green Bay. Then you got the Jets at home, but again, division game, and it's the Jets. The new look Jets, we'll see. Then you got to go on the road versus the Texans in their home dome, loud. Then you come back home, but you play the 49ers. We're going to take that L. I don't care what none of y'all say. As long as they stay the way they are now, we'll see with the Ayuk situation. That could change it for me. But they stay the way they are now, we're going to take that L. I don't care. We are the 49ers. They're the physical version. We're the finesse version. Physical will always beat finesse. Always. And remember, they're the upgraded physical version now. Remember last time we played them, we weren't talking about no Ayuk, McCaffrey, Debo, Kittle connection. It was totally different. I believe that's when Mostert and all of them was over there. It was totally different. Anyway, and after that, you play the Browns in Cleveland, which is probably a snow game, December 29th at night. Another freezing game. That's cold. At night, 8:20 on December 29th, Cleveland. Which team can run the ball better? And which team got the better defense? Who you think that's going to be? See, we got speed, but in the cold weather, running the ball, you're going to have to power through. Guess what Cleveland do? This is what they do, pound the rock too. And then you end the season on the road at the Jets. Cold weather again in January? Man, listen, look at your cold games. Jets, Browns, Packers. Cold games. And then the other 3 games that ain't cold is still against the Jets, on the road versus the Texans, then 49ers. Man, I don't care if we were 10-1. Yeah, y'all start celebrating like you did last year. You play stupid games, get prizes. I don't care if we were 10-1. And that's the sham of it all. This is why the Dolphins can't come into the last games 7-4. Oh, we're 7-4. Y'all think that's a great record? Them last 6 games say that's a bad record. Y'all don't realize the Dolphins literally got to be like 8-3 at a minimum. And remember, even at 8-3, you got to go 500 in them last 6. You got to go 500 in them last 6. And that's if you 8-3. Because you got to get to that magic number of 11. So imagine being 7-4. You got to win 4 out of the last 6. 6-5. Start tanking. I'm telling you now. You think we gonna win 5 of them last 6, man? Y'all stop the cap. Now, the big thing that's scaring me is the beginning of the season, not having the pass rushers that I feel like we're going to need in a good rotation. Until our starters get back, I'm concerned about the beginning of the season. Ooh, it's going to be a season. But I think we're going to make some flashes. See, here's the deal. The high side for the Dolphins, the very top for the Dolphins, if we balling out, right, that means we're going to beat the Jags. We'll beat Buffalo at home, finally, right? I still think we lose to Seattle on the road. We'll beat the Titans. We'll beat the Patriots. We'll beat the Colts. We'll beat Arizona. We'll lose to the Bills on the road. We'll lose to the Rams on the road. We'll beat the Raiders. We'll beat the Patriots again. I'm already at 8. This is good. Green Bay on the road at night. I just can't bring myself to win in that game. I just can't. Jets at home, we win. We're at 9. Texans on the road. I'm going to give it to us. Wow, we beat them. We got to 10. We ain't beating San Francisco. I can't bring myself for beating the Browns on the road in the cold weather at night. That's a different kind of cold in Cleveland. And then to get in the playoffs, I really think it comes down to that last game versus the Jets. To get in the playoffs, win the division and all, to get to 11. And if we lose, we're hoping other teams lose, then we still in as a wild card, but it's a hopeful game. Winning, you're in, lose, and now you need them to lose, and them to lose. But 9 times out of 10, that'll be a primetime game because it's going to mean everything for probably us and the Jets. But that's like me being optimistic and favorable of us. That's me saying we can beat the Texans. We'll beat Buffalo at home. You know, that's me giving us some games that can be real tough. That's me being generous. If things go bad, we're going to win 7 games. If things go so-so, we could find ourselves in a 9-10 win situation and hoping that 10 get us in. We're probably losing once versus the Pats. I don't see it unless they have a Houston Texans type rookie season. And that's the scary thing. You don't know what team. Let me tell you the teams you need to fear the most. The Patriots and not the Raiders, the Titans. The Patriots and the Titans. Them the teams that can come up and be like, oh my gosh. They could hurt your feelings. They could ruin your season. They could ruin it all for you. Patriots and the Titans. Because Patriots, you don't know what to expect. We just automatically going to assume our dominance. Y'all know how that works. And the Titans, I don't care what you say. They could be better on the O-line, but they have geared up. They have spent some money and geared up. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I cannot wait till September the 8th. I'm ready for this season to start. I am ready for this season to start, man. This is going to be a roller coaster, but it's going to be exciting because I ain't going to lie. I'm going into this season with some hope. I ain't going to lie. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Even though I keep it real with y'all and tell y'all the truth, I'm intentionally trying to put myself in a blind hope situation this year. We could do it, man. Somehow we could figure it out. I'm just trying. I want to feel good. I'm hopeful this year. I'm like, man, yeah, we gonna do some things. We're gonna do some things we didn't expect to. We're gonna beat Seattle on the road. We're gonna beat Buffalo at home. Yeah. We're gonna beat the Rams on the road too. Yeah, we sure are. We'll see. We'll see if that happens, but I'm hopeful. But yeah, Tua, again, let's get back to that real quick. Tua, he's getting paid. Come to grips with it. The only thing that matters is the fully guaranteed money, and that'll tell us if it was, a team-friendly situation that we can deal with. So we were going to have him for the 5th year anyway. So if they do like 130, 140 fully guaranteed, then you're just adding a year or 2. Then you get off of it if it don't work out. It'll be Tannehill all over again. But hey, I've come to grips with it. I ain't even tripping. The team gonna do what it do. That's the fun thing about what I do. Give my opinion, sit back, allow time to tell. Then when it's all said and done, we evaluate everything as it comes. I just told y'all 2 years ago, I think we're on the wrong path. When we made that switch, now we're on the wrong path. And you know what the Achilles heel of the Dolphins is always going to be, in my opinion, for the next few years? They're going to continue to label us soft. A finesse team. And every time they go up against that team that punch them in the mouth that's physical, they can't keep up. That's what I believe that's what our issue is going to be for the next 2 to 3 years. And then they're going to blow it up and try over again. Because they got rid of the tough coach. And they went with the finesse guy. So we'll see how it turns out. Time always tells. Anyway, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Fins up no matter what. Y'all stay blessed. I'm finna get ready for the huddle. Again, don't forget to check out the merch at roundtablesportshop.shop. I showed the merch earlier. Pretty dope merch. I think everybody agrees. Some of y'all already copping some of it. Some pretty dope merch. So make sure y'all check it out. Again, for those donating to the training camp fund, showing love to the channel, just hit me up on the Cash App, $tdphinstalk. Thank y'all so much. Again, thank you, Glenn, Malachi, Sabrina, Zach, Alex. Thank all y'all for the love and support, as always. Fins up. No matter what, I will see y'all later. The Huddle, 3 p.m., BetUS TV. I'll be live with Dan and Richie. Too much to talk about. See y'all soon. Peace. I'm out.